What's up agents, Patrick Wolf here. Welcome to another Division 2 guide video. Today's guide video is going to be about gloves, why they're so important in any build, and I'm going to showcase you guys all the best variants this for any kind of builds, DPS, skill builds, and shield builds. If you want to make your build as good as possible, min-max it, you're going to need these gloves, and I'm going to showcase them to you guys and go in detail and explain to you how they work, how to get them. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into this video. But before that, I just want to just quickly tell you guys about the membership program on my channel. If you guys want to go to the main page, my main YouTube channel page, and then just go join, you click the join button. It's 99 cents per month. You get to join this amazing community that we're growing, a private Discord with me as well, get to play with me on live streams and all that good stuff. So please make sure to consider becoming a member. I'd really appreciate that, guys. Okay, so let's get straight into this video. Gloves, what kind of gloves are we talking about? I'm going to go over each one. There's three I want to talk about in this video. I'm going to go over the first one being BTSU gloves and why these are so important and why they're so good. Now, how do you get them? Well, to be honest, guys, Camp White Oak is a very, very good mission to run. That's a good chance of you picking them up. Let me quickly show you guys where that is. Right over here, normally when they first came out to get the level 30 ones, you would come here and do Camp White Oak. That was the way we used to get them. You can also farm targeted loot for gloves. That's also a very good way of doing it. Currently, it is the Tidal Basin Stronghold, so it's not the most ideal. But when they're in the DZ, go and farm them. That's how I got mine this time, was from the DZ. When they're in targeted loot, I actually stole these, so sorry to the person I took them from. What do they do? Why are they so important? Now, I'm not showcasing you guys what build to use these gloves with. I've just got one for example. Okay, this is a hardwired build. So BTSU gloves. Let me showcase to you guys exactly what they do, how they work. Transference overclock. Detonating a hive refreshes all allies' skill cooldowns and grants them overcharge for 15 seconds. Allies receiving this effect are unable to benefit for 120 seconds. So that's 2 minutes. So every 2 minutes, you can overcharge yourself and your teammates, which is absolutely insanely good, especially if you've got another person maybe running a status effect build in a legendary mission, which means all their skills are going to be overcharged, which is really, really nice. It even helps the guys who aren't running skill builds. You know, they will have pretty good utility from the especially from a pulse. A pulse can give your whole team weapon and skill damage. So a few ideas with that you guys, I'm sure you can work upon just from that alone. Now let me just quickly showcase these gloves to you and show you how they work. So you actually have to detonate your hive. So this is how it works. I'm going to be using the flame turret just to demonstrate the overcharge. Just a quick to give you an idea and demonstration how to use these BTSU gloves. So we're just going to put the flame turret down, and then we're going to drop the hive. As you guys can see, it's not shooting too well, and then we're going to overcharge by breaking the hive. There we go. We've got an overcharge. I'm going to be careful. This turret does quite a lot of damage now, and it spins like crazy. So as you guys can see, it lasts pretty long. It's only just past halfway. It's going crazy, and you can overcharge all your teammates, and it's really, really strong. And I recommend anyone using a skill build to definitely utilize this because it helps your team in tricky situations. And you can also have someone else running a Costa's Go bag, throwing a grenade. I'm sure you guys have seen that video that I made. If not, it'll probably be at the end of the video or in the description. So that's it for the BTSU gloves. As you guys can see, they're very, very good. So make sure you farm them. There's many ways that you can use these and utilize them to their max potential. I mean, for example, maybe in a legendary part in the final one of Capital Building, for example, when you get to the part where you got to tank so much damage in a small area, you could get another person to run a healer hive. You put your healer hive down, deconstruct it, and then put it back down again. And you have 2 overcharged hive that can really, really help your team. Or even the guys who are applying status effect, or even a fire turret, it could actually be useful. So there's a lot of things that can be useful or be made useful because of these gloves. Let's move on to the next gloves that we're going to be speaking about. I don't have to really change my build for this one. These are going to be death grips. Now, you guys can also craft them. I'm going to explain that in a second. When we move on to the third ones, I will showcase the crafting section and how you can actually make some of these items. Okay, so death grips are quite strong right now. I like using them for any kind of high DPS build with system corruption. A lot of people, good players in the Dark Zone, I've seen running system corruption, stacking this on with a certain specialization that gives you a lot of extra armor on kill. So these gloves, not only do they have health, 10% health, they also have armor on kill, 5%. That doesn't seem like much, but if you're running a full tank build, that's quite a decent chunk. It's pretty self-explanatory, but I'm going to showcase to you guys how you can actually stack these and make a build with pretty good armor on kill. Now, there are gear mods that give you upwards of 20,000 armor per mod. And then, you know, you can stack those mods, and then you can also go to the gunner specialization and get even more. You can actually get 10% armor on kill. So that'll be 15% plus the additional gear mods that you can actually put on. Let me show you guys right here. So that's 15% plus, I don't really have the best mods here, but as you can see, armor on kill 17.8k, probably goes to about 80, maybe 18.5, 19,000. Yeah, so that you can stack them even further. And then if you want to go crazy, you can also put a system corruption set on, which gives you even more armor on kill. So let's have a look here. So there we go. So you actually get, for just the 2 pieces, you can get another 15%. That's 30% of your armor back every time you get a kill. Now this could be really, really strong if you want to make a DPS build that is a hybrid between armor and DPS. So you can do the damage, get the kills, maybe even a sniper build, and constantly get your armor back. Could be very, very strong. Maybe even a Russia SMG build. So putting these pieces together could have crazy effects in any kind of content, in PvP or PvE. So that's why I just wanted to bring them to your guys' attention. And they're not the best in slot by any means, because we know what those are, and that we're going to be moving on to those. Actually, I'm not going to talk about those because they're getting changed, but I'll explain that after the video has ended so you guys get an idea. So these are very, very nice. The death grips are very good, so make sure to farm these, get them. Let me show you guys actually while we're here how to get them. So we're going to move on to the third gloves as well, but while we're here, I'll showcase them to you guys as well. So if you come over here, you can actually craft certain gloves. Now, I don't think you can craft those ones, the death grips. I might be mistaken. I don't have the blueprint or any indication that there is a blueprint here, but this is where you can get the third item that we're going to be talking about in the video, which is the Motherly Love gloves. So you can craft them right here, and I'm sure everybody knows how to craft them. Let me show you guys how to do it, how to get them. You can either farm gloves, but I would recommend this would be probably the easiest way to get them. You would need to go to the technician specialization and get up to level 2, which is not too bad, stage 2, and you actually unlock the Motherly Love gloves, which are one of the best in slot pair of gloves you can actually have in this game if you want to run a shield build. And I'm going to show you guys the reason being now. So let's put on my shield build right now and showcase these gloves to you guys, why it makes them so strong. So Motherly Love gloves have their Alp Summit, so unfortunately they do have repair skills, which is not too bad. Incoming repairs would be nice if they were RNK, but I do have repair skills on mine as well, so if I want to run an extra healer, I can have a healer mine, but it's not really the point, because you actually get 20% skill health with these gloves, which is really, really good. This is what I've been using on my shield build lately. This could even be an update video for my shield build that I released a couple of weeks ago, but this is so strong because it raises the health of your shield by massive amounts. I mean, I wouldn't really stack this into normal skills. It's not gonna, you're gonna get the most out of it. But if you have a look, guys, 20% is really, really strong. So if I actually quickly just put my death grips on, let's have a look at my shield. So that's 13.7 million. And if we put the Motherly Love back on, so it was 13.7. We are now at 16.5. It's just ridiculous how much more health you get for your shield, which is a lot. And that's going to make your shield builds so much better. And I really, really recommend you guys go and craft these gloves. That can be your challenge for today. It only takes about an hour to get these gloves. And when you craft them, try get incoming repairs. I don't know if you'll be able to, but I tried a few times. That would be ideal, so that you would receive more healing from your teammates if they want to give you a buff of healing to get your armor back up. But yeah. Or if you use a True Patriot with your shield, they would also benefit from it as well, from the white buff from the True Patriot. So I just really wanted to show this to you guys as well, because if you love shield builds, this is a must. Really, really strong gloves to utilize in this any kind of shield build. 20% skill health, which is really, really good. All right, so that's it for the gloves, guys. Now, just a quick little mention on the contractor's gloves, which I'm sure a lot of you guys are aware of. We get that 11% damage to armor. They will be getting changed on Tuesday, so they will probably not even be useful after the update. We all know what the developers do. They nerf things to the ground, so we're going to have to see. They might still be best in slot for DPS, but for DPS, these are obviously the best used, but I'm not going to talk about them because it's very much known, and I'm sure they're going to be getting changed on Tuesday. So please make sure to leave a like, guys, subscribe and click notifications. I hope you'd enjoy this little guide. Let me know in the comments what you think if you're going to go and get these gloves. if you've already been using them. And yeah, I'd love to see what you guys have in mind or what you want to say, what you want to tell me. I'm interested. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out, AJ.